Tuesday, November 8th, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is from the National Hurricane Center. Tropical Storm Nicole, Advisory Number 8. National Hurricane Center in Miami, Florida. Nicole is very near hurricane strength while headed for the Northwest Bahamas. The summary of the 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time information: located 27.1 north latitude, 74.8 degrees west longitude. It's about 150 miles or 240 kilometers east-northeast of Great Abaco Island, A-B-A-C-O Island, about 325 miles, 525 kilometers east of West Palm Beach, Florida. Maximum sustained winds are 70 miles per hour, 110 kilometers an hour. Present movement is west-southwest or 250 degrees at 10 miles per hour, 17 kilometers an hour. Minimum central pressure, 984 millibars or 29.06 inches. The storm surge watch has been extended west along the Florida Panhandle from the Ocklawahamie River. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right. Ocklawahamie River, Ochlokkonee, to the Indian Pass. The summary of the watches and warnings in effect are the following. A hurricane warning is in effect for the Abacos, A-B-A-C-O-S, Berry Islands, Bimini, Grand Bahama Island in the northwestern Bahamas, Boca Raton to Flagler, Volusia County line, Florida. A tropical storm warning is in effect for Andros Island, New Providence, and Eleuthera, Eleuthera, in the northwestern Bahamas. Hallandale Beach, Florida to Boca Raton, Florida. Tropical storm warning. Flagler, Volusia County line, Florida to Altamaha Sound, Georgia, and Lake Okeechobee, Okeechobee. A storm surge warning is in effect for North Palm Beach, Florida to Altamaha, South Georgia, the mouth of the St. Johns River to Georgetown, Florida. A hurricane watch is in effect for Hallandale Beach to Boca Raton, Florida, Lake Okeechobee, Flagler, Volusia County line to Ponte Vedra Beach. A storm surge watch is in effect for south of North Palm Beach to Hallandale Beach, Florida, Altamaha Sound, Georgia to South Santee River, South Carolina, Antelope River, Florida to Indian Pass, Florida. Tropical storm watch is in effect for south of Hallandale Beach to north of Ocean Reef, Florida, north of Bonita Beach to the Ocklawahamie River, Florida, north of Altamaha Sound, Georgia to South Santee River, South Carolina. A hurricane warning means that hurricane conditions are expected somewhere within the warning area. A warning is typically issued 36 hours before the anticipated first occurrence of tropical storm force winds. Conditions that make outside preparations difficult or dangerous are the tropical storm force winds. Preparations to protect life and property should be rushed to completion. A tropical storm warning means that tropical storm conditions are expected somewhere within the warning area within 36 hours. A storm surge warning means that there is a danger of life-threatening inundation from rising water moving inland from the coastline in the indicated locations. For a depiction of areas at risk, please see the National Weather Service Storm Surge Watch warning graphic available at hurricanes.gov. This is a life-threatening situation. People located within these areas should take all necessary actions to protect life and property from rising water and the potential for other dangerous conditions. Promptly follow evacuation and other instructions from local officials. A storm surge watch means that there's a possibility of life-threatening inundation from rising water moving inland from the coastline in the indicated locations during the next 48 hours. For a depiction of areas at risk, please see the National Weather Service. A hurricane watch means that hurricane conditions are possible within the watch area. A watch is typically issued 48 hours before the anticipated first occurrence of tropical storm force winds. Tropical storm force winds are conditions that make outside preparations difficult or dangerous. A tropical storm watch means that tropical storm conditions are possible within the watch area, generally within 48 hours. Interests in the remainder of Florida and along the southeastern coast of the United States should monitor the progress of Nicole. Additional watches or warnings may be required on Wednesday. For storm information specific to your area in the United States, including possible inland watches and warnings, please monitor products issued by your local National Weather Service Forecast Office. For storm information specific to your area outside of the United States, please monitor products issued by your National Meteorological Service. Here's a discussion at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The center, which is 3 o'clock Zulu time, Universal Time. The center of Tropical Storm Nicole was located near latitude 27.1 north, longitude 74.8 west. The latitude was 27.1 and longitude 74.8. Nicole is moving toward the west-southwest near 10 miles per hour. A west-southwestward to westward motion is expected through early Wednesday. A west-northwestward motion is forecast to begin later on Wednesday, followed by a turn toward the northwest and north on Thursday and Thursday night. On the forecast track, the center of Nicole will approach the northwestern Bahamas overnight, move near or over those islands on Wednesday, and approach the east coast of Florida within the hurricane warning area Wednesday night or early Thursday. Nicole's center is then expected to move across central and northern Florida into southern Georgia Thursday and Thursday night. Maximum sustained winds have increased to near 70 miles per hour with higher gusts. Some strengthening is expected during the next day or so, and Nicole is forecast to become a hurricane later tonight and remain a hurricane when it reaches the east coast of Florida. Tropical storm force winds extend outward up to 380 miles from the center. The minimum central pressure estimated from the NOAA and Air Force Hurricane Hunter aircraft observations is 984 millibars, 29.06 inches. Hurricane conditions are expected in the northwestern Bahamas within the hurricane warning area on Wednesday, with tropical storm conditions beginning across all of the northwestern Bahamas tonight. Hurricane conditions are expected within the hurricane warning area along the east coast of Florida Wednesday night or Thursday morning, with tropical storm conditions expected by tonight or early Wednesday within the tropical storm and hurricane warning areas. Hurricane conditions are possible within the hurricane watch area on Wednesday night and Thursday. Tropical storm conditions are possible within the watch area along the west coast of Florida by Wednesday night. In regards to the storm surge, the combination of a dangerous storm surge and the tide will cause normally dry areas near the coast to be flooded by rising waters moving inland from the shoreline. The water could reach the following The water could reach the following heights above ground somewhere in the indicated areas if the peak surge occurs at the time of high tide. North Palm Beach, Florida to Altamaha Sound, Georgia, including the St. Johns River to the Fuller Warren Bridge, 3 to 5 feet. Storm surge could raise water levels by as much as 4 to 6 feet above normal tide levels along the immediate coast of the northwestern Bahamas and areas of onshore winds. The deepest water will occur along the immediate coast, near and to the north of the landfall location, where the surge will be accompanied by large and destructive waves. Surge-related flooding depends on the relative timing of the surge and the tidal cycle, and can vary greatly over short distances. For information specific to your area, please see products issued by your local National Weather Service Forecast Office. In regards to rainfall, Nicole is expected to produce the following rainfall amounts through Friday. For the northwest Bahamas into the eastern, central, and northern portions of the Florida Peninsula, 3 to 5 inches with local amounts of 8 inches. Southeast into the southern and central Appalachians, western mid-Atlantic, and eastern portions of Tennessee, Kentucky, and Ohio, 2 to 4 inches with local amounts of 6 inches along the Blue Ridge. Wow. Flash and urban flooding will be likely, along with possible renewed river rises on the St. Johns River across the Florida Peninsula on Wednesday and Thursday. Heavy rainfall from the system will spread north farther up the eastern seaboard late Thursday into Friday. In regards to tornadoes, isolated tornadoes will be possible from eastern Florida into parts of eastern Georgia and eastern South Carolina beginning late Wednesday night and continuing through Friday. and surf. Large swells generated by Nicole will affect the northwestern Bahamas, the east coast of Florida, and much of the southeastern United States coast during the next several days. These swells are likely to cause life-threatening surf and rip current conditions. Please consult products from your local weather service. The next intermediate advisory will be given at 1 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Wednesday, November 9th. The next complete advisory will be 4 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time,